Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a recent reads video. Today I will show you like the books that I've read recently. Well, recently, but not that recently. I don't know if that makes sense, but I actually haven't reviewed any books, or well, I did review some books, but I haven't reviewed a lot of the books that I've read recently on my channel. So I decided, since there are a lot, I decided to just like go to just do all the books in one video. Also, you probably noticed, but I have a new background. That's because, well, we're in my living room right now. This is where this bookshelf is, and we just recently got it like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I think. So yeah, we decided to like put a bookshelf here. We had one that were huge, like really huge before, and we just like, well, it was falling apart, so we just like destroy this one and throw it away, and we put a new one right there. So it's the Billy one from IKEA. I don't know how you say that in English. I think it's IKEA, but sorry. So yeah, so if you notice that there are some spaces that there is no book behind me, that's because they're all like right beside me, because I have them all here. So those are the books that I've read recently, and I will put them back in the shelf, well, on the shelves as I'm doing this video. So you'll probably notice it to go like, you know, it's gonna get on those shelves, you know what I mean. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. Yeah, I have 10 books to talk to you about today. And as usual, I'm sorry if I'm butchering any words, or if I don't make sense, or you know, I'm not an English speaker. I think I'm quite good, but you know, you can correct me in the comments if I do anything wrong, or if I say anything wrong, or you know. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it, because I think it's gonna be long. So the first book I'm gonna tell you about is this one. I'm gonna put it here. So it's 5 Feet Apart by Rachel Lippincott, with Mickey Daughtry and Tobias Tsioukanis. Sorry if I'm butchering those words, but well, you probably already know. I mean, it's 5 feet apart. Like pretty much everyone has heard about it at one point in their lives. So, but basically, you just have these two characters that are, what are their names? I'm so bad with names, by the way. Stella and Will. I don't remember the name of the disease that they have, but they actually have a lung disease, and they can't like be close to anyone, or like they have to stay at least 5 feet apart from everyone they meet, like, you know, because it can, like, if they have one single thing that gets in their body, they're gonna get sick. So yeah, but like at first they really don't like each other, but they start to fall in love with each other, and the 5 feet thing is getting like really hard on them. So I'm not gonna talk about it too much, because I feel like everyone has talked about it, but I really enjoyed it. It's a really good romance with some drama, and yeah. Next, I have Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett, and this one is actually a really cute romance. It's about Zori and Lennon, who used to be best friends, but when the parents of Zori actually opened a spa, well, they owned a spa, and it was like a kind of spa, if I can say it like that. Lennon's mothers, they are lesbian, by the way. He has 2 mothers. They actually own a sex shop, which is right next door to the spa. So they kind of got the parents of the two main character actually kind of got in a pretty bad fight, and it's kind of getting on, well, it kind of got on Zori and Lennon, and they kind of split apart. But they actually go on that trip with some of their friends, and they hate each other, and like they have to work with each other if they want to get out of this trip. Like something happens, I'm not gonna say anything about it, but they have to work together if they want to, you know, get out of there. They have their ups and downs, but eventually, you know, they're starting to fall in love and getting along. Well, actually, yeah. So what happens is, it's really cute. I feel like I'm rambling so much, but yeah, it's really cute. It's a really cute romance between a best friend to enemy, then to lovers, I guess. So yeah, really like this one. Next, I have People Like Us by Dana Mele, and this one is kind of a thriller, but it's like YA, so it's not like a pure thriller, you know what I mean? So in this one we follow Kay, which is a student at a girls' school, because it's, yeah, there's only girls in that school, and they had like a party with all the school, and since it's their senior year, I think they go like to the lake after it, and well, Kay and her friends go to the lake, and they found the body of a dead girl. So they freak out, of course, but yeah, and it's the body of Jessica. Get into that investigation without knowing why they kind of lie to the police, and yeah, it turns out quite bad. They don't have a single clue of what happened, and they don't even know who killed this girl. But Kay kind of get into this. She got blackmailed because of like her past or anything, you know, something in her past, and she kind of gets stuck in that investigation that is going on, and she has to do like her own investigation to know who is blackmailing her. And the person that is blackmailing Kay is like this person is trying to get Kay alone, like away from her friends, so she has to like turn all her friends to their director, if I can say it like that. So yeah, it's pretty bad, and I didn't expect who, because eventually you learn who is blackmailing Kay, because she's actually using the name of Jessica to blackmail Kay, but she knows that, you know, Kay knows that it's not Jessica since she's dead. But yeah, she has to work like with some people, and she don't know who to trust. And yeah, that was really good. I really like this one. I think I've read it in like 2 sittings or something like that, and it's like, you know, quite big. But yeah, definitely I will probably reread this eventually. Alright, so next I have actually a series, and I know I'm late. Okay, don't throw tomatoes at me. It's actually a Sarah J. Maas series. Yeah, this was my first series of Sarah J. Maas, so I haven't finished the whole series. I'm actually on book 3. Yeah, so I read The Assassin's Blade, which is the prequel to The Throne of Glass, and I've read The Crown of Midnight since it's the second one. So I've read this 3 books, and I just love this series right now. It's about you follow Selena Sardoshin. Is that? Yeah. So, which is an assassin. You don't know anything about her past in the beginning, and you don't really know what happened to her for her to like become an assassin, but she's part of an assassin's guild, and yeah, which Arbenz is the leader. And yeah, she is, well, I love that girl. I mean, she's really bold, but she's like, you know, no one can get in her way. If she wants to do something, she will do it, like no matter what. If she doesn't want to kill that person that she's assigned, she won't, if you know what I mean. But she can actually choose like her contract. And she's a really skilled one. She's like 17 at the beginning, if I remember well, and she's the greatest assassin of the kingdom. And so yeah, in this one you learn about a little bit of before what happens in this the whole series. So this is the prequel. And yeah, in this one you like, there's 5 stories in here that you know what happens to Sam, which was her lover before, well, enemy to friend to lover. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, so you know what happened to him because he's actually dead. And I'm sorry if that's a spoiling thing, but it doesn't really, because like you don't hear anything about, well, you do hear that Sam exists, but you don't see him in those books. Well, she's in a competition to become the king's assassin, and well, I knew that before reading the book. So she became the king's assassin at the end, of course, because the whole series is about that. So you need to know that. But this king is really vicious. He's bad. He's like, he destroyed like every kingdom that ever existed to become one kingdom. So he's the only king that lives, well, that ruled all the place. So you know, you understand what I mean, right? So yeah, she becomes his assassin, and he's doing like, she has to do like his dirty work, and if she doesn't, then the king is threatening to kill like her friends and everything. And I'm not gonna say too much about it because I will probably spoil you, since I'm in the 3rd one, which is this one. And this one is really big. Look at that compared to the others. And I have the 4th and the 5th right here, and I'm on my way to, I will get the last 2 ones eventually. So yeah, this series is, I loved it. Like, I'm really loving it so far. I thought that this one though was kind of slow to begin. It was a slow paced, but, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but I've heard a lot of people saying like, push through, like just read it, then get to the 2nd one and you'll understand. And that's so right. Like, I have no words. But if, of course, I'm used to books that are that the first book in the series is slow paced, because I feel like the author needs to set like the world, especially in this one, because it's quite a big world. Totally love this one. I'm gonna stop right here. Alright, so the next one is the Gilded ones by Namina Forna, and I've got this one in an Owl Crate box, which I don't receive anymore because it was really getting expensive. But well, if you listen to any videos on YouTube about books, you probably already which you already do because my channel is about books, but you probably already know what this one is about. But basically it's about a girl that lives in a tribe, and she well, in this tribe they have like a ritual when you turn a certain age, and they have to bleed. And when if you bleed like red, then you're okay, everything's good, you're pure. But if you bleed gold, then you have 2 choices. You either stay in the tribe and get treated like, I'm not gonna say the word, but you know, you get treated really badly. The character just gets offered to go in to train with the army, and like it's a special kind of army that um, those girls are all Gilded blood. They all have Gilded blood, and yeah, she kind of discovered that the blood, the gold blood, is actually maybe not a bad thing. Um, I read this one so quickly and I really loved it. I'm not gonna go too much into too much details because I feel like it's been talked about so many times now. But I was kind of worried because when I got into this, because I was wondering if it was really worth the hype, but it definitely was with for me actually. So all right, so we're down to the last three books that are actually from the same series. Um, that's pretty heavy, so I'm gonna just show you the books and then I'm gonna talk about them. So I have From Blood and Ash, I have A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, and I have The Crown of Gilded Bones. So those are all by Jennifer L. Ermentrout, and if you've watched my recent vlog, then you already know what I think about this book, this third one. And what can I say? These books are amazing. Like, I couldn't put them down. You actually follow Poppy in these books, and hi baby. Naomi Nice right on me, and yeah, go. Stay there. Alright. No. So those books, I loved them. I've read them. I rated them all like 5 stars each. So basically, I'm gonna tell you what you see in this one. So in the first one, you follow Poppy. You follow Poppy, which is which is chosen to be like the maiden, and that makes her like a really, really important person, and she's kind of locked up in the castle. Like, she has to wear a veil when she's around anyone because like her face, she can't be seen, can't be touched. You know, she can't even talk to people outside of like her guards and her best friend, which I don't remember her name, but yeah. So eventually she changes her guards. One of her guards actually dies, and Hawk is the one that is replacing the guards, and she well, she's supposed to stay in her room like all the time, but eventually she never did. She always like broke the rule, and yeah. So I really love that girl. I love her. Like, she's so fearless, and actually she's afraid of a lot of things, but not the things that should like make her afraid. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but yeah, she has to actually act like a robot, but she's not. She's a human, and she wants to feel. She wants to feel what it is to live. So everyone knows who she is, but they don't know what she looks like or anything. And well, when she meet Hawk, like, a lot of things change, and you know, eventually she kind of falls in love with him. And this is crazy. I'm gonna stop talking about it because I'm gonna spoil you, but this book is amazing. The whole series is amazing. I'm not gonna tell you what this book is about, because, well, if I tell you what this one is about, then you know what happened in this one. And yeah, you know, but these ones were amazing. And the third one, like at every chapter I had like, I read the chapter, and then at the end I was like, I had to close the book and be like, whoa, what happened? Like at every single chapter during the whole book. So it won't be a surprise for you if I tell you that I'm waiting for the fourth one like so bad. I will pre-order this one and I will like read it right when it get out, because I loved it. I literally loved this book. So yeah. Alright, so that was it for this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope I made sense. So let me know in the comments if you've read any of those books and if you've what you actually thought about those. And I'm curious because you might not like those books, but yeah, if you have any suggestions for any like recommendations of books or anything, or if you have a suggestions of video that you would like me to do, then just leave it in this the comment section below. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.